Hey guys, welcome back to the Hat House. Appreciate you tuning back in for live tonight. We got three things that we're going to get accomplished on this live. The first one is Mary's going to draw our winner. So if you're not able to join us live, you can always watch it back, see who the winner for the week is, and Mary will draw the winner. We now have 5 members. Is that right, Mary?
Yep. Five.
5 members, $1.99 and up tier get in to win the polo hat tonight. So we'll definitely draw for that. We'll do that first. We'll see who that is. And then we're going to shape up some hats. We're going to shape some hats. You'll definitely want to probably watch this one back again. If you have any questions about the hat shaping, be happy to answer that. And then third, we're going to go through this tub of hats right here. This is everything that I have for Whatnot on Saturday night, 8 o'clock Central. So going to kind of go through those hats, and then maybe we can pick out our next giveaway hat out of those hats too. So that's what we're going to get accomplished tonight. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you happen to be on the X side or the Instagram side, remember, you got to come over to the YouTube side if you want to comment. The comments only work there. But if you want to just hang out on Instagram or X, that's great too. Appreciate you guys. So first, let's get over to Mary and the wheel and find out who our winner is this week and going to win the polo hat.
I'm good with it.
All right, we got the wheel.
Ready?
Who's it going to be?
Florida Flipper.
Florida Flipper. Guess what? Florida Flipper just signed up today, and he won today. So how do you like that? Florida Flipper, congratulations. Florida Flipper also wanted, he got the 1999 tier, so he wanted a hat shaper too. So we'll definitely be able to get him both of these, the polo hat and a hat shaper, just for being a member. Appreciate it. Remember, the 1999 and up tier can choose a hat shaper or any hat in our store, $40 or less. But let's get to talking about shaping hats, because there's been a lot of questions about it. And if you guys are watching this back later, make sure you comment down below your questions that you have about shaping hats. I'll be happy to cover those with you guys. And I've just kind of started shaping hats in the past year myself, and it's getting a little extra money out of those hats, especially when you got some in these kind of conditions. So what I'll tell you first is we got to get something to shape them up with. You can use around the house. David, I'm glad you made it, David. Did you get your hat? I want to make sure you got yours. No, the dad hat. David got the dad hat. Hope you love it, David. Appreciate it. So first thing you got to get is a shaper. We got 2 different sizes of the shaper. You can use things around the house too. Awesome. Glad you love it, David. FSJ, you made it. Thank you. The gang is almost here now. Appreciate you guys. We're going to shape up some hats tonight. So we're going to check out these hat shapers. But also you can use things around your house too. If you have a pot, some people use a bucket. Some people use all sorts of things. You can use those around your house. I'm not trying to tell you that hat shapers is the only way that you can shape something up. These just kind of help a little bit. So you definitely got to find something to shape it with. You got to get a pot or something that resembles a head. And the next thing that I like to have is I have these 2 things right here. These are what I use to clean and brush the hat off before I go to steaming it. So I got this is a cleaner that I bought from Amazon, but I just filled it with some Dawn and some water, and that's what I use to clean 90% of hats that are dirty. And this little hat brush right here. They both come in really handy. So those you'll need. The second thing, or the third thing you'll need, this is starch. This is just regular starch. I fill it halfway full with regular starch, and then the rest of the way up with water. If you want like extra strong hold, you can use just the starch, or you can, if you don't want as much hold, you can put less starch in. It's just, I do 50-50, works out pretty well for me. The other thing that you'll need is a steamer. I use this Conair steamer, got it at Walmart, works fine. I like it. The only thing about the steamer I don't like, I would think it had some sort of safety off. It doesn't turn off. You have to make sure and turn it off. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I should remember to turn it off, but I leave it on all the time. So that's the problem with that steamer. Otherwise, it works great. You can also get these shapers. I don't like them. You can find a better alternative probably around your house, but these are really cheap on Amazon, like $12 for 4 of them. But they give the hat like this, like a balloon shape, and I don't really like that shape, so I don't recommend them. You can use them. I use them in a pinch, but I don't really like them. So let's get to shaping up a hat. I think that's everything that we're going to need. Let's start with this Vikings hat. You get a pancake like this, right, guys? You see these all the time. You get a pancake Viking hat. We're going to get our hat shaper, whatever we decide to get, a bowl, or if we decide to use a pot or whatever. I like this. And we're going to get it on there. It already looks 10 times better, right? We got it on here like this. I always, on these, and the reason why I like the shaper that I have, guess you could probably do it on a bowl, is it has this groove right here. It has a handle kind of inside, but then it has this groove right here. And I could take these paper clips like this, and clip it down on the sides, clip it down on the other side. I get it really tight to the bowl, and then I clip it down. And then when I have it clipped down like this is when I do all my brushing, right? Then I'm going to make sure and clean off the hat. It's clipped down. It's not going to move around. I get all the dirt off. If there's a spot on the hat, that's when I just use my Dawn. I'll put a little bit of Dawn on there. See, it just kind of foams up there. It's not like a whole bunch of Dawn. It's just enough to kind of brush the hat to get this spot off if you had a spot there. And you just kind of work it out. If you end up with like excess or too much Dawn, which is always bad, you don't want a bunch of soap on it. You can dab this in a little bit of water, brush it off again, and then get a microfiber cloth and then just kind of wipe it off. So once I have it on here, once I have it cleaned off the best that I want to have it, have all the lint and hair and everything that a hat collects 100 times, then we're going to steam it. The steaming will help the shape, but it won't set in the shape, right? So we're just going to steam this hat. Wait for the steam to go. We're just going to steam around it. I don't know how well I'm showing this on camera, but usually just go across the front really good. This is the main part. This is where the form of the hat is, right on the front. And then steam it really good right here. The steamer is loud. And kind of steam up the back a little bit. The back is just not as important. It'll help get some of the wrinkles out and make it look a little better. But it's really all about this crown, right? And about this front area right here where you usually get wrinkles. All right. We're going to say that's good. Of course, you'll run into hats that are worse than this, that will take longer. This one's kind of a wool blend, so it shakes out. The twill can sometimes take a little longer. And then what I do is I take it back off because I'm going to starch it on the inside and on the outside. So you can see it's already, it's holding up a lot better than it was already. And the steam did a big portion of the job. It's got this mesh right here kind of formed how you want it to. And it kind of holds a lot better shape already. My lighting kind of sucks here. But you can kind of see.
Stanley steamer, your hat cleaner.
Yes, exactly. Any steamer will work. I like that one. But then we're just going to use our what is it?
Liquid start.
Liquid starch that we mixed up 50-50. And I always spray the inside. Just spray some starch. And mainly we're just trying to get the area right there that we steamed up. You can put a little bit around. The other thing, two other things about starch while we're talking about starch. Think about cardboard brims too. I mean, what's in cardboard? It's starch. Starch is what kind of gives cardboard its firmness. So if you have older hats and you need to get some starch into the brim, you can use, and you need to get some firmness back in the brim, you can kind of put a lot of starch on those brims too to kind of get the firmness back in there. So I always starch the inside, and then I put it back on. I clip it back down.
Stay stick with it.
What? Which? What to what?
Were you in the cardboard biz?
No, I wasn't in the cardboard biz. I worked at Walmart for 20 years. I was a manager at Walmart, so I know a lot about cardboard boxes. Okay, so maybe that's where I get my authority. So, but anyways, starch is used for a lot of stuff. And the other thing about starch you didn't say, it's not just the firmness that it gives it. It will also bring the colors back to life a little bit. It is, but we're always, anyways. But it will bring the colors back to life a little bit too in your hat after it dries. So always run some starch. I would say start off light on the starch to see how much firmness you want in the hat, how good you want it. But you can always go back and add some more starch later. And there you go. So we got our hat shaped up, starched up. It's going to look a million times better already on this hat right here with our handy dandy shaper. And then I always have some cups, and it's kind of the design of the shaper why you need that cup. Some of the shapers are like this tall and you can leave them on there, but mine, I didn't want them that tall. I wanted them, I'll kind of explain. If you set this directly onto the ground, it will push this bill up a little bit, right? And it will could mess the shape up. It's better for like New Era hats. If you want the bill to be flat, then you can set it directly on the ground. But I just use a cheap cup, and then we set the hat, this middle part, onto the cup, and that way there's nothing kind of pushing down. I don't know how well you guys can even see that. You can't. I set it. So I just set it on the cup, and it'll hang out there for hours until it dries. And then is there a way to fix the broken brim easy? It's super hard to fix a broken brim. Like I said, you can try. I would try it on some hats that you don't care if you might lose, but you can try to soak it in starch, and you can try to see if that will help firm it up. But if it's like super brittle, there's really no saving it. But to give some firmness back to a brim, you can soak it in some starch. All right, so there is that. This is kind of a sports hat, and I have two sizes of these, and these work. This is the smaller size. It works kind of better for the sports hats and the smaller hats. And then I'm going to do my best not to knock that off at any point, Jerry. I have a bigger size. This will work on anything like 7 3/8. Above a 7 3/8 New Era is why I like to use the big one. Or I use it on these pancake trucker hats like this. So we're going to kind of show you the trucker hat as well. We're going to do the same kind of system.
Not really exist.
Because why? New fact. Yeah. Starch is in cardboard. Cardboard is in starch. I don't know. Did anybody Google that to check me on that? On the what's the starch to cardboard ratio of a regular box? All right, let's do a trucker hat real fast. So we got our trucker hat, right? This is how we find trucker hats all the time. we find them like this. The first step is to clean out any extra foam or junk that was in it. We clean the foam out of this one. So then we're gonna take our bigger shaper. We're gonna use that. We're gonna put it in. And we've already got, this is kind of the shape that we're gonna go for right here on this trucker hat.
Google says yes. Cardboard contains starch. Starch-based additives or adhesives are used to bond a flat liner to the fluted piece of cardboard to make, I don't know, something board.
There you go. Starches and cardboard. If you don't know, now you know. So there we go. We got it on here. I don't really clip these down. It's not really as big a deal on these. But same deal. We're going to spot clean anything on these trucker hats. We're going to spot clean the trucker hats. We're going to clean them off. And then we're going to steam them up. We'll steam this trucker hat right here just to get out any wrinkles.
I'll have to try starch for the broken hat ribs if they don't sell them a lot tomorrow.
Yeah, you can try it. I mean, like, but if they're brittle, it's not worth it. This one, it might give some firmness back to this one. All right, a little bit of steam. Didn't take much on this, but you can Coach Porch, you made it. Thank you so much for joining, Coach. So we gave it a little bit of steam on these trucker hats. But then what we're going to do is we're going to just do the same process we did for the other hat. See, the steam already gives it a little bit of stand-upness, better than we had. To finish it off, we're going to use our starch. We're going to starch the inside again. The trucker hats take a lot. So we're just using starch on the inside here. You're going to want to get it pretty good. So we get our starch on the inside. We're going to put it back on our shaper. 2 hands is better. All right, so then we got kind of our shape right here that we want our trucker hat in. You can see it's really pretty saturated with starch. It takes a lot of starch on the trucker hats. And we're going to starch the outside. And I make sure and get starch on everything, at least a light misting, because it kind of, like I said, it brings out the color too. And so you want the color to still kind of look even after you starch it.
FSJ says, what about popping a little scent in the starch? Does it smell?
The starch doesn't smell once it's dry. I don't have any problem with the scent. But if you need a strawberry lavender fields or something like that, if that makes you feel better, go for it. Maybe I'll sell that next. Some starch scent. And then same thing with that, especially the truckers. You want to get a cup if you're using this hat shaper, because it will, if you lay this flat on the ground, it will kind of push this up. It'll kind of give you a crease right here. So we want to set it on the cup when we set it down so it doesn't kind of push the brim up, and we can keep a good shape. So this will have to dry for like 5 or 6 hours. So that's why I have a bunch of hat shapers, because I could do, somebody mentioned it the other day too. Like if you had one of those other shapers, they're like $40 or $50. You can only do like one hat at a time, and then, or you could use a bucket. Like I said, there's things around your house that you can use. I like to use this, but I can set it down here, and then I can walk away from this. I can work on another hat. So I got 2 hats setting up right now, which is really good.
I'm so glad you're showing this. You kept talking about steaming and shaping. I was thinking half an hour per hat.
No, the cleaning is the part that sucks the most. The cleaning and getting something clean and without a color bleeding. And I'm not oxying again. I'm not doing it. I fell for it again. Somebody talked about oxy cleaning again, and I'm not doing it again.
This is more of a chewy and sandalwood birch bark or ear fart. And then Panda the Picker asked, how much are the hat shapers?
Great question, Panda. they're only available to members right now. I don't have a lot. They take a long time to produce. Um, and anybody that is in the 1999 and up tier, I'm getting them a hat shaper for only 19.99. It's a really good deal. The next month you could get another one. This will help me kind of stay in with producing enough of them, so somebody doesn't get all of them. And two, I want to make sure and give everybody a good deal and some value for the membership. So if I'm sending one out to Florida Flipper, or he's known as Nifty and Thrifty on Whatnot, sending him one out with his free hat. He got the membership today. He reached out to me. So really doing it that way. And then all you got to do is email me your address and I can send you one. So, but they work really good. If you need to do it around the house, find a good pot, find a good bowl. The bowl really needs to be big enough, but you can find something. Some people use a mini basketball if you have that, but it gives more of the rounded shape, which I don't really like. But you can find something around the house. But if you want to be a member, I'm happy to send them out. And I think it's the best way to get them out to everybody. So,
Shake says, what if all of your subs join? You're going to be screwed, fella.
yeah. I don't anticipate that happening. If it does, I will shut down the eBay business for a month, and I'll just make hat shapers all day for 24 hours a day, I guess. But that would be awesome.
I'll have to ramp up the 3D printers.
Yeah, I have to buy one myself. Right now, my buddy is making them for me. He's doing a great job. Really appreciate him. But if I have to get one myself, I have to get one. All right, guys, let's look at what is going to be on Whatnot on Saturday night. And then also in this, if you guys see a really cool hat that you think, hey, that should be the giveaway next week, let me know. And a lot of these I've shaped up. A lot of these were flat as a pancake when I got them, because that's how you get trucker hats. So a lot of them I shaped them up myself. A lot of them. This is a really cool Montana hat right here.
Got the hat on one of the mail today.
Lynn, LWB, awesome. I'm glad you got it. LWB won a brand new Puma hat for being a 1999 member. So awesome deal. Glad you got it. Shaped up a lot of these. Got a lot of cool. Look at this trucker hat. This one screams FSJ if everyone did. Don't ruffle my feathers. Really cool trucker hat right there. It's handled. Man, put a good shape on that one. Kind of admiring it. Sorry. Then I got like a Toyota hat. And if anybody knows these like Seahawks hats or these old NFL hats, they are always floppy as a flapjack, I guess. But shaped that one up really nice. These are going to be some cool hats on the Whatnot, I'm telling you. We got a USC. I shaped it up. USC. This one's fitted. Sports hats. Got a lot of those. Check out. Where is Beecham? How did Beecham not make it? Beecham, right here. San Francisco Giants script. It would match your other one, brother, but you didn't make it tonight.
She said, ruffle my feathers and find out.
And then we got the Cowboys Super Bowl hat right here. Really crispy. 1992 Cowboys. We got a rock and roll. We got some really cool trucker hats. We got a nice Miami Arc. Top of the world. That is a really cool hat right there. I got two Arc'teryx. This one is stained up a little bit, but I got another Arc'teryx hat that's almost perfect that's in there. Got Tiger Woods. Got a post office hat. Really cool Reno trucker hat right there. I got a lot of vintage sports. This Yankees I'm going to show you, I'm going to have to decide. This is like a game time decision. I'm going to be sitting there. I'm going to be like, should I run this or not? I don't know. This is like the baddest ass Yankees I've had in a minute. If the Whatnot's going great, and I'm like, hell yeah, go for it. I might throw it in there. if it's not going that awesome, I mean, look at it. Look at this New York Yankees hat. I don't know. Maybe I'm just admiring too much, but I thought it was awesome Yankees hat. I got some.
They said I admired that for a while.
It's awesome. It's one of the best Yankees hats I've had in a minute. Some cool big patch trucker hats. Arizona Feeds shaped that one up. That's an awesome one. Seattle Mariners. The Old English is in right now, and the ropes are in. So I thought this one might do pretty good. I don't know if they'll have any England fans. Check out this Texas Rangers. This is a banger right here, too. Twins Enterprise, Twill, 90s, Texas Rangers hat. That will be awesome. More sports hats. Check out Giants, 80s trucker. Another college snapback hat we're going to have on the Whatnot. This one is Logo 7, BYU.
Yes, Saturday night.
Saturday night at 8. Saturday night at 8. I got a BYU hat. That one is super crispy, too. Vintage 90s Chicago Bears on the KMG Pro model. I picked out some good ones, guys, and a cool fish. I know FSJ, you like Dave. You got a Dave Matthews Band off of me. You finally made the live, Bad Daddy. Thank you so much for joining. You'll have to watch it back. I talked a lot about how to shape up a hat. And how it's just like a 5 or 10 minute process. It's not that bad. Beecham made it too. Beecham, are you going to be to the Whatnot? Because I've got another one. Check this out. But make sure you guys watch it back after we're done here. I showed how to shape up some hats, how I use the shapers. You can use anything to shape them up in your house. I just showed how I use my shapers here. So now I'm just kind of showing off what we're going to put on the Whatnot. Had this cool.
Saving the Giants hat.
Save this Giants right here.
No.
Oh no, this Giants. Save it. Are you going to come to the Whatnot? Or you want it as your hat next month? If you want it as your hat next month, I'll do that. I'll do that because that's what I do for members. If I find a cool ass hat for a member, I want to make sure they get it. You can come to the Whatnot and you can bid it out, or I can send it to you when your subscription renews. Let me know. All right, what else do we have in here? We went through those.
Yeah. You need a new stack.
Need a new stack, Mary says. Look, another Flyers script. This one's Mitchell and Ness.
You know, if you stopped by the dispensary.
The dispensary? Do I look high? No. Look at this Chicago hat, though. Look at that. Chicago. I got 2 band hats. Well, is that where I got the fish hat? Is that what you're saying? I think I might be picking up what you're laying down now. Oh. I'm just excited. 2 band hats, Chicago and fish. Check out this Maine trucker. It's really cool. I have never seen this hat before. Y'all know what Maker's Mark is all about. It's got the wax on it. It's super heavy. It is cool. I don't know if you can even see it. The wax on the top is cut just a little bit where it folds, but I have never seen a waxy Maker's Mark hat right there. That is different. So a lot of killer hats that we've got for Whatnot picked out. Will I get to them all? I don't know.
You want to see the Chicago hat again?
The Chicago Bears?
No, I think the Chicago.
Oh, the Chicago band hat? This is crazy. It's like a 5-panel Chicago. That is definitely Chicago's logo, right? I mean, it's written almost exactly like that on all their stuff. Strap back, 5-panel. Here's the tag on the inside, head to toe. So definitely like 90s, maybe late 80s. Really cool Chicago hat. All right. We got a Glock hat. check out this vintage Chargers hat. I'm really excited. It's a Roman. Look at that old Chargers logo right there.
No rage quitting.
No rage quitting. You never know, Coach. I'll try not to. I'll be back on YouTube, licking my wounds, complaining. Look at that. That's a killer Chargers hat right there. Look at this old Clemson hat. I don't know. I'm sorry. It's not even Clemson. It's Yukon. It's a vintage 90s Yukon hat right here. Yukon Huskies on the back. Oh, that one's pretty awesome. I wish I would have had it a couple months ago. I sold a Yukon 2022 National Champions hat today, actually.
What's the whatnot?
Click on, it's not in this video, but about every other video. I'll probably put it later after I get done because I didn't think about it. But Whatnot is just a kind of an auction site. You can get
Your
to.
name.
Oh, my name is Hat House 79. But follow my link. Get $15. My name, same name everywhere. You can't miss me. Sorry, I popped another edible. I didn't understand the question. We got a Napa hat. The Napa hat is awesome. Vintage logo Athletic Seattle. We got Tweety and Sylvester. Mary's over here shaking her head because she can't believe I'm going to run these.
Everyone thinks you're high.
I'm high on life right now. I am high on life. We got Arc'teryx. There's the other Arc'teryx that wasn't stained. That is an awesome hat right there. Has anybody ran a bunch of awesome hats like this on Whatnot in a while? I think not. I think not.
Yes, we realized that was him. He says, I bought the Lakers in the North Face from your Whatnot. That was Beecham.
Oh, your vinyls? Vinyls is Beecham. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
We realized that when it came out.
Yes, she realized it. I was like, hey, that's Beecham. I was like, oh, it's all making sense now.
Says, thank you for the Lakers pin.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad I could throw those in. I'll be doing giveaways for those as well.
Says, what is your minimum start on Whatnot?
It's going to be $3. If I pick it up out of the tote and I decide to run it, it's going to be $3. It's hard to miss a banger, but I'm going to try to run 60 hats in 60 minutes and then do the giveaway. I haven't even talked about the giveaway. Giveaway is the best part. We got Chicago Bears, vintage 80s, another big patch trucker, another all mesh trucker, champion rope hat. Man, Coach, are you still here?
Yeah.
Did you find any more rope hats? That's all anybody is asking for right now is rope hats. Rope hats, rope hats, rope hats. I can't keep up with the rope hat business. So check out this GE hat. It's like a Zumba's orange. That's crazy. Crazy GE hat. So there's those. I got a whole nother row of hats that I can run. I'm gonna try to. Oh no. I don't know that I'll run mini golf because there is a really big golf seller. Thrifty is going to that day like for 12 hours. I'm only going to go for about an hour and a half. I'm going to run as many possible hats as I can at a time. So I don't know if I'll run mini golf. I don't know if there'll be a lot of golfers there, but I do have some golf hats. I can always pull them out if like the golf crowd shows up. I can accommodate.
Finished his Whatnot hat show.
Who did?
Coach.
Yeah. Coach has got me a custom hat coming on the way. Check out this Red Sox. This has got to be a $50, $60, $70 hat, right? A corduroy Red Sox Boston with the rope. So the rope automatically adds $30 to any hat, right? So, and it's on the old Major League Baseball tag. Super clean. That hat is awesome.
As Jay says, he's on a live Saturday at 8.
Oh, man. Well, I still got time. I mean, I might have to reschedule mine. It says there's going to be bad storms, but we're not going there. Mary's already told me that There might be storm Saturday night, but that's a long ways away. We're going to be there. Harley Davidson leather strap back. I check out this hat. Saturday Night Live. Never seen Saturday Night Live. It's on the old Dormant Pacific. 1991 dated. Really cool. Guess watches. Check out that colorway on that vintage hat. I'm telling you, there are some bangers in here, and I will run them. Last week's Whatnot went really well. Had a lot of fun. That's why we decided to do it again. We'll run them. We'll run it back. We'll keep running it back. So Smith & Wesson, Pittsburgh Steelers. I got Washington Vintage College, another Vintage Angels. So it's going to be a lot of fun. You'll have a lot of good hats. And
Show the buyer giveaway hat.
And I'll show you guys the buyer's giveaway. Which is probably the coolest buyer's giveaway in the hat category ever. We can give this away. You're going to get to choose. So we'll run it. And whoever wins can choose whichever sports specialty script that they want. Got the Philadelphia Flyers, Clemson Tigers, Colorado State Rams, Kansas Jayhawks, Duke Blue Devils. This is almost like yours, FSJ. You've got one pretty similar to this, don't you? I think yours is wool, though, and missing the top. Not trying to compete with you, but come by and win that. And the Detroit Pistons. So we're gonna give one of those away. They're all Twill sports specialties, script hats. They're all white except for the Clemson. I'm sure you could find one of those teams that you really want. And it's just the coolest giveaway that you could possibly do for a buyer's giveaway, I think. So we'll see you guys there. Appreciate you hanging out. If you didn't watch us shaping up hats and how easy it is, make sure you watch this back. It's super easy.
Can we talk about why you're not doing the Oxy clean bath again? I know you mentioned it, but I don't know if you finished talking about it.
I don't think so, but I ruined another awesome hat with OxyClean today. So that's why I will never be a proponent of the OxyClean. It was an awesome Mighty Morphin Power Rangers hat. So Mary reminded me of it again. So I guess sad all over. I don't know if I ever finished why I'm not an OxyClean advocate, but definitely.
Let's see it.
Mary's gonna go get it. I have it sitting outside. The other trick that you can do is, yeah, I know. The other trick you can do is set stuff out in the sun. It can really help lighten up. It was a white hat, but the green underbrim bled through the top of the bill and got the bill all green. And so she's gonna go get it. She'll show it to us. But I left it outside, sitting in the sun. It lightened up a little bit, but man, it was an awesome hat. I'm really distraught. But I think if I'm going to have to Oxy white again, I'm just going to do the paste. The paste works the best it's minimal disruption to the rest of the hat. You can just put it on the spots that you need to put it. The bath is it's no good, man. It is no good. If anybody's, you got to make sure your stuff is color fast and it won't bleed. Look at this Power Rangers hat. See the green on the front of the bill? What am I going to do? I don't think I can fix it. That is just terrible. It was an awesome hat. And what I did was I tested the blue right here. I got the blue wet. And I was like, I hope it doesn't bleed. I don't think it's going to bleed. I tested the blue, got it really wet. See if it would. Of course, the blue didn't. The green did. The green bill did me in on this hat. Got a little green on top, too. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Stain the whole hat. Make it custom.
Maybe I've seen people do that. I make it a green Mighty Morphin Power Rangers hat?
Oh, Granddaddy has day and time for the whatnot.
At 8 Central Saturday. 8 Central Saturday. So I recommend the paste. Just mix up a little OxyClean paste, put it on the spots. Don't dip it in there. I don't want to mess up another one. Oh, we didn't pick the giveaway for next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, LW is no good. I just don't think it's worth it. I think, especially if you're just putting them on eBay. If I would have left the hat like it was, I could have got $60, I don't know, $100. They're all over the place on eBay. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers are. By trying to fix it up just a little bit more, I completely ruined it. Now I don't know if I'll get anything. So I'm not going to go overboard on cleaning. I will go a little overboard and take a little extra time on getting some shape in it. But I might just cleaning. I'm just not going overboard. The hat will be clean. It's not going to be filthy, but if it has a little stain on it, it's just going to have a little stain. All right. So what did we want to do for the giveaway next week? I showed all these hats. I got tons more hats that I could give away. Did anybody see one that they want to do for the giveaway next week? Because the polo hat is going out to our newest member, Florida native, is getting the polo hat. Florida Flipper, sorry. Florida Flipper. We have a Florida native too. The Florida Flipper won this polo hat this week. We'll be sending that out to them. Any suggestions? Yes, I am sour about it. I am. I lost $60 today. Any suggestions? Or I'm going to pick myself. You got about 30 seconds that you saw a hat in here that was really cool. Probably won't do the corduroy one. That's a little too much. But there are a bunch of good ones in here. Oh, there's a Steel Power Tools. I'm going to show these.
The Power Rangers.
Yep. There you go. Giving away the Power Rangers. The Miami, I can beat them. The thing about the Miami, it's missing a button. I got some buttons coming, but it is missing a top button. It is super cool, though. Top of the world, vintage ARC, top of the world wool. We could do that one, unless somebody else has another thought. We haven't really done a cool trucker yet.
The buttons won't be here till like June 6th.
All right, here's what we're going to do. What about this awesome North Face hat? It's brand new. Brand new North Face hat. This is going to be the giveaway hat. Next week, what is the MSRP on this bad boy? It's got to be like $60. I think it's like $60. Anyways, super cool, lightweight running, North Face hat. This is what we're going to do next week for the giveaway.
You only have to be in the $1.99.
You only have to be in the $1.99 tier to be in the giveaway. Right now, we got 5 members. We're growing every single week. Appreciate you guys so much for signing up. Just got to be in the $1.99 tier. Then you get into the giveaway, and we draw it every single week. We come live. I'm a little spotty on when we're going live. I can do better at that. I'll give you guys that. But we will go live every week, draw another winner. Next week will be a North Face hat. Just got to be in there by Wednesday next week, and we can get you in for that drawing as well. All right. Final questions, comments, or concerns from you guys. Appreciate you hanging out as always. The lives are always so much fun.
Coach says dye the whole field blue.
Maybe Maybe.
Match the lettering.
Blue might be the way. I don't know.
Can't really see it on camera very well.
You can't see it that well on
There
camera.
you go.
There you go. It might end up in whoever wins the North Face hat box next week, and then you can give them suggestions on how to fix it. All right, guys. It's so much fun. Sorry I acted stoned, but it was fun. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for hanging out.
I gotta end it.